Yes, Matthew, you are first. So, alright, I'm gonna go and just start sharing on social media and stuff right now. Go start sharing it to make it public. So I'm gonna share as me. Let me just get things shared, and then I will start resealing the tanks. Live now, resealing tanks. And your questions. Alright, it's on Facebook. This on Twitter. Hashtag aquarium. Hashtag. It's probably good enough. Let's go and post it to Reddit. Got someone there last time. I think we'll do come on, alright. First tank. Aquarium. Alright, so it's on Reddit now. See how it goes. Alright, so who do we have on now? We have 5 watching now. Welcome. Matthew, Luke, V-Stag. Yeah, look at them. What I'll be doing tonight, V-Stag and everyone in here, is I'll be resealing that one. This one right here, this 10 gallon here, is can everyone hear me, by the way? Can everyone hear me clearly? Yeah. I cut my hair about 2 hours ago after I cut the grass. So can everyone hear me alright? Hey Angelo. Hey Nano Foxy. Never seen you in a chat before, welcome. Okay, good. So I'm gonna go and get started here. I'm gonna put the laptop over here, so I'll be checking in on chat every once in a while so I can make sure everyone has their questions answered. Oh, okay. So, let's go ahead and get started here. Drop paper towels. Alright, so I just want you to know that the tools I'll be using is a razor blade with the guard thing. This guard is super important and helpful, keeps my hands out of the way. A caulking tool, caulk removal tool. I mostly use the metal part for taking off the caulk out of the corners, I mean the silicone out of the corners. I could use this for putting in the silicone. There's 2 crane flies flying by. But my finger works just as well. I also have some silicone here in a caulk gun. And all it is, because I should have checked this before I got this started here, but I'll go ahead and open it up anyways. It's been used, but it's probably closed back up. It's just the all-purpose silicone. The most important part whenever you're resealing a tank is that it does not have the mold prevention in it. So I'll just go ahead and find that. Here it is. Find that thing to open it. I just cut my nails too, so I don't have them very much. Try some pliers, get this out of there. There we go. So I'm going to use this tool to open it back up, get some silicone back out. Now, a little tip that I've learned from experience here, that's definitely nicely on there. Some paper towels to clean that up. A little tip I've learned is when you're getting the caulk gun, don't go the cheap route. I've done that, and it's just a bad idea. This is the heavy duty one from Home Depot. And what makes it a lot nicer? Any questions? That's really exciting, Matthew. You're getting a fidget cube. So, anyways, what makes the heavy duty one so much better is the trigger part right here. On the regular cheap ones, I would squeeze it and it would bend. So the heavy duty one is built a lot better. Let me get it ready to go again. It's built a lot better to where I can't bend the trigger part. So if you're gonna do this, get the heavy duty caulk gun. Makes a big difference. So let's go and get started here. So we'll start off with a 10 gallon. 10 gallon, Luke, as you asked the question. 10 gallon will be used. I'll probably be putting the males in my classroom that I put in that plastic tank just temporarily. I'll be putting them in here, so it'll split up the males and females so that I can get things separated a little bit better. So I don't know if you can see, but you probably can't tell, but I've already gotten most of the caulk taken out of the corners just through the magic of TV, just by going along the edges like this and then like this. I mean, it takes some pressure obviously, but just going along and scraping it out. And then the key part is to get as much off also with a razor blade is to push it up against the edges and then slide it at an angle going all the way down the edge of the silicone, and then also on the bottom too, to remove all of the silicone. Yeah, I'll try and bring it down lower so you can see it better. Alright, Matthew, thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. So, this one is already actually prepped and ready for some silicone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that so that maybe the silicone will start to cure a little bit, and then we can see it start to work. So this one, the old silicone, has already been removed. There's a little bit more right there, but I'm going along the edges and it feels pretty clean. There's a little bit right there in that top corner. I need to get that out. That's all pretty clear. That's all clear. That corner right there. Bottom clear, bottom's clear. That bottom's clear, that bottom is clear. Make sure all the little bit of dust and stuff is out. And check any questions. Sorry for my butt in your face if you're seeing that. But so I'm gonna go ahead and seal. I think I'll try and see if I can seal it this. No, better do it the regular way. So I want you to notice that the caulk gun is at an angle. So all I'm going to do is just going to go up the edges, right along the corners, and go around the bottom, then up each corner, and then I'll smooth it out with my finger. And that's really the best thing that I found. So, alright, we have 6 in here now. So let's go ahead and get going here. Say hello to my little friend. The heavy duty one. So. And it's key to just do a little bit, because I found that when I did too much, it's like I'm wasting so much and I'm having to take out so much excess. Is it even coming out right now, or is it old silicone? I gotta make sure the silicone is coming out here. Yep, that's a fail. That's probably, let me take the pressure off here. Alright, there we go. Well, this is obviously live. So, come on. I just don't want this to like come squirting out like crazy. What happened is, oh, there it is. That's what I didn't want to happen. So, keep lots of paper towels nearby. Alright, let's try this again. It's going it's flowing now. So, actually there was a little bit came out in that small corner. Alright, so let's try this again. Pretty sure it's had a mosquito on my head. It's a problem that people that have hair don't really notice, and when I have hair I don't notice it. But when I cut my hair off, when it gets warmer, well, everyone can still hear me with the air conditioner cutting on still. Can everyone still hear me? That's ugly. Alright, let's see how that goes. Take the pressure off. Wipe a little bit, get these paper towels ready to go. Hey, Island Queen, welcome to the stream. All you've missed is just my intro setting it up, where I basically just put in the silicone in the first, in the 10-gallon tank that I'll be putting some guppies in my classroom probably. Can everyone still hear me okay? Alright, so the silicone's in there, so now it's time to use the high-tech tool. Good night, awesome, thank you for stopping by. But I'm going to use the high-tech tool and just smooth it out. Alright. Hey there, DPK. Welcome to the stream. But that's it. And believe it or not, as bad as this one may look, I'll show you. As bad as this one may look, my other one that I just resealed in my classroom actually looks worse than this one. So it's already starting to cure a little bit in the first few minutes. So what I'll do, that smells really strong like vinegar because the silicone, it almost like takes my breath away a little bit. I'll do is I'll let it cure for 24 hours, and then tomorrow night at about this time I will start to water test it, and put this off of here, start to water test it and make sure it can hold water. So That's good. All right, good to hear. That's all going all right. So that's the 10-gallon. 10-gallon is gonna house some male guppies in my classroom. That's the first use for it. I'm gonna be giving away the male guppies as I find homes for them. They're the male guppies that were wild caught, that someone went and dumped, which is not cool. Look good? Yeah. I'm hoping you're talking about the fish tank and not me, because obviously that would be a lie. But I hope that and that's really all there is to sealing tanks. I will seal this 30-gallon here behind me, but this one you will also be able to see me taking off the silicone. I have already used the silicone removal tool. I haven't used the razor blade yet, but I have taken out most of the silicone. Just got to take off the edges of it. So like I said with the no, it's not windy. My heat pump, which is like 10 feet that way, just cut on. So hope everything are you hearing me all right? So the other tanks, my 30-gallon, haven't fully decided on that one yet. That one was going to be probably more of like a display one, not really a display, but hopefully it'll probably go up in my classroom next year, because you know it's getting towards the end of the school year, and so it's not really worth it to set up an entire fish tank right now. So the 30-gallon that I'll be doing next is going to be holding probably, I really like to have cories in the bottom. I really like albino cories. Probably some German blue rams in like the bottom middle of the water channel, and then in the middle top part I like to have guppies, just because I will have plenty of those. Maybe some swordtails, maybe some platies. Hold on, there's an airplane flying over. Airplane's gone. I live a few miles from a small airport, and that airplane was probably about to land. I would think. I could check the app on my phone, but my phone is currently being used to live stream. So hey there, King Lee. Thank you for stopping by. It's an honor to have you by here. It's an honor to have everyone by here. I really do appreciate you taking some time out of your night, all of you, to be here. It means a lot to watch me just reseal a fish tank on my side porch, and we hear another airplane. So so thank you everybody for stopping by. It really does mean a lot. There's 8 of you in here right now. I really do appreciate it. Wait for this airplane to fly over. Alright, Luke, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. It is, probably time for bed for the younger fish keepers out there. So, good night, Luke. Catch you later, everybody. Go check out Luke's channel. He's going to be having some new content with fish. He's setting up, I know he's got a 10-gallon, I know he's got a 30-gallon that he's setting up, and he has a few videos of those, and he's going to be taking home some of, oh, there's a wasp right there. I might need to get that later on. So anyways, he'll be taking, he'll be putting some guppies in them, and so yeah, everybody just go check out his channel and go subscribe. I will put a link to his channel down below in the descriptions for when this is recorded later on. I'll also put a card for his channel right, I think it'll be right here. So let's do that. So everybody go ahead and sub him. He's pretty pretty cool that, you know, a young person is trying to get into the hobby. So go support him. Um, yeah, DPK, I do like some jungle val. I do need to get some of that. That would look really nice in a 30 gallon is what I'll be doing. Jungle val looks nice. Also, I have some. I already have some wisteria and water sprite. Are they the same thing? I always forget. But I'll be putting those in, and those will be growing and spreading out in the top, and those grow like crazy. I've never, I never, I never, I've never had crypts before in my fish tank. I probably should. I just watched a video from Corey from Aquarium Co-op, and he had some crypts that he was talking how they melt away, and I never understood what that meant to melt back. But because they grow emerged, and then once they're submerged, they melt back, and then new growth happens, and that new growth is pretty cool and exciting. So I will possibly be trying some crypts, and possibly some crypts, definitely some water sprites, some wisteria. I've got some got a little bit of Java moss. I got a pretty good amount of Java fern. Don't have any Anubis yet. And I would like some jungle val. That would look really nice along the background of the tank. I'll probably be putting in a DIY fluidized water bottle filter like what I've shown in my other videos. I'll put a link to that video right here. And that video is right there, and might put in a sponge filter in that one also, just to get some mechanical filtration. So I'll have a mechanical and biological filtration. Might put a sponge in the bottom of that fluidized water bottle filter. It might be a larger bottle because it's a larger tank, so I'll probably have more K1 coldness. I'll put a link to K1 coldness down below if you want to check that stuff out. I just ordered some a while back. I have a bag of it. I haven't opened it yet. I might show that in a video later on. So I'm gonna go ahead and start preparing this other 30 gallon behind me here, and then sealing it up. So I'll stop talking a little bit and get to work on the 30 gallon. I'm gonna move this one out of the way so you can see the 30 gallon better, but the silicone is already starting to cure. I'm not really touching, just barely. I am touching it, but just a little bit. So I'm gonna move this out of the way so it starts to cure. And especially I like to put it right here. Move this one next in line. Check that. How that looks. Anyways, right now I'll be using the razor blade. The other razor blade I had in here was starting to get rusted. I just used it 2 days ago. It was, or yesterday actually, in overcast and a little bit drizzly, and with some vinegar, I guess, to kind of clean the tank, and that caused it to rust really quickly. So I'm gonna use, this is a brand new razor blade. Just put it on here tonight. It actually looks pretty good, other than me being a shot. So next thing is I'm gonna go ahead and start to take out the old silicone off of the edges. You'll see this right here, the old silicone. Take this out with a razor blade. So you just go at an angle, and sometimes they come out easier than others. Right, and then I really love it when you see it like this. It comes out in one really long strip of old silicone. It makes it a lot easier for cleanup. I'll get the other side, pull that away, and then just go through and clean it up a little bit. Just scrape it at that point. So I hope you're enjoying the background serenade from, I think they're spring peeper frogs. I love hearing them. I grew up actually 1.5 miles from here. This is where my house that I grew up in is. and so this is it's a very soothing sound. I also like the sound of the cicadas and the crickets in the summertime. I'm gonna move this because I'm actually a lefty, so I'll make it easier on myself. This part's actually pretty clean. Alright, who's in here now? Let me check. Welcome, Chaz. Alright, so to answer your question, DPK, I already have some gravel from when this tank was used previously. It's like this red, I forget what the brand is, but it's like a natural type of gravel meant for planted tanks. I'd have to look it up. I think it might be by Seachem. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. When I do find it, I will post it on a link below. I get usually about a pound of gravel per gallon of tank, and so I'll be using that. I have it saved in 5-gallon buckets. I have a 5-gallon bucket in my classroom. I have some in my driveway. So I'll be using that. And by the way, everyone, Chaz's Fish Channel made my watermark that you see on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Thank you very much, Chaz. So everyone, go check out his channel. Go sub him up if you haven't already. He lives in Peru. Actually, I did a pretty good job pointing at it right there. Yeah, there it is. Go check out his channel. Go sub him up. Really cool guy. Great content. He's breeding some paradise fish right now. Pretty cool. So thank you again, Chaz, for that. I was really impressed. I was actually talking with my students yesterday about what kind of logo I would like to have, and then you go and say the exact same thing pretty much, except for you said a beaker and I said an Erlenmeyer flask. And I mean, that's just like, that means that's like a logo that's like a meant to be kind of thing. So this corner is pretty much cleaned up. The only thing that's left is the little corner on the bottom. So Chaz, it really does mean a lot to me that you made that for me. I mean, I just really means a lot. So let me know if there's any kind of favor I can do for you. I'll be definitely putting a link to your channel in this. It'll be right up here, and I'll put a link down below as well. So lots of links. So that is. So let me make sure I don't run out of cards I can put in. So I'll be putting in one for Luke's channel, one for Chaz's channel, one for, let's see, who else? Who else did I say? I think that's all I said so far. So marketing, just using, yeah, definitely, Chaz. That is definitely a good way to use your consumer insight skills in your marketing. So if you want to use my videos in your class, whatever, for a project, you're definitely welcome to. And I love to, talk some ideas and stuff, bounce some ideas off you and everything, Chaz, because I've always got ideas. It's actually one of my strengths is I'm a ideas person. I took this strength finder test a few weeks ago, which determines your strengths and basically tells you what kind of stuff you should be doing. And my number one strength is ideas. I'll go more into that later. I got some plans for that. Got some ideas for that later on. Just wipe this out with my finger here. But I highly recommend it. It's pretty cool. It costs, I think, $20 to take it, but I found it very interesting. Yeah, DPK Chaz is a really awesome guy. Yeah, Chaz, I'd love to bounce some ideas off of you, hear about like what you're learning in class and everything. I've done quite a few things online with marketing and everything. Um, Not very successfully, but I mean I know how to do a lot of stuff. It's just really random. Come on, there's like this thick stuff in the corner. It just won't go away. I'll get the caulk removal tool to get that one out. Now I'm gonna go for this bottom line right here. You can't see it because of the plastic guard on there, but I'll go for that next. But this is really boring, and I actually have more viewers right now. It's kind of strange. Welcome, David. So, David, just want to let you know, whenever you say that we're on deck, it always confuses me because, I don't know, I guess I'm being a little bit special, but I always think you're talking about like baseball, and we're on deck, meaning that you're going to be, you know, coming up and streaming later. So, but then I figured out that you mean that you're saying, no, hey, we're on deck, being, hey, we're here kind of thing. So, I'm a little, I guess, slow on that one there. And I'm sorry, guys, if this is like probably just as much fun as watching paint dry. In my opinion, this is actually more fun than watching sports. Actually, this is also way more fun than watching NASCAR, which NASCAR will be in my area this weekend, and I have lived in this area pretty much all my life and never been to a NASCAR race. I just think it's kind of ridiculous to watch cars go in circles. Cleaning up as much as I can. Alright, so we got this one. There we go. Got this corner out that I was messing with. That was kind of a tough corner. Let's see here. Check what I said. Chaz, what up, my family? Alright, Angelo, have a good night. Have a good night, Angelo. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, David, you're right. A left turn, and another left turn, another left turn. Now, there is apparently like this racetrack, I think in California, Laguna Seca maybe is what it might be called, where they actually do have right turns. But also the environmentalist in me has a problem with all that wasted gas. It's like each car driving 500 miles, or give or take a few hundred. I mean, think of how much gas that's wasting. I'm just like, ugh. But, whatever. To each their own. I mean, people that watch NASCAR probably don't understand us fish nerds. So, anyways, got that one done. So these two sides are done. For the most part. Look at this corner here. Where's that caulk removal tool? There it is. It was right in front of me. Alright, so turn my computer back here so I can see. And there's a helicopter. Thanks. Alright, so David, for those that are just joining also, alright, hope this doesn't like freak the... So this is a 29-gallon tank here, David. At the beginning of the stream, I already had a 10-gallon prepared, and so I just silicone that one up. This one's a 29-gallon. I have another 10-gallon and another 29-gallon. I'm not going to do those tonight because it's really frustrating. I'll show you. Oh, that's kind of probably why. But let's see, where is it? So I was about to start Oh, that's not good. I just got silicone on my shirt. That's a nice little blooper there. So anyways, I was getting it cleared up and everything, getting the old silicone out, and then I realized there's a small crack right there. So oh, that bad cult got on me. I mean silicone. It's still moist caulk, Dave. So anyways, what I'll be doing with that 10-gallon is taking that cracked panel. I'll be taking the whole thing apart. Well, not the whole thing apart, but taking all the plastic off probably, taking off that bad cracked panel, and then I have a bottomless tank, basically a square of glass, and I'll be taking one of those good panels off and putting it on there and rebuilding that 10-gallon. I know it's, they're only like 15 bucks, but I like to repurpose stuff as much as possible. So, but yeah, that moist caulk that I got on me right now, like no joke, it was a bad batch of caulk. Hey there, Dank Tanks. It was a bad batch of caulk that I left out, and it froze and thawed, and that's not a good thing to do to caulk. So, I put it on this 30-gallon, this 29-gallon back here, which was all ready. I put it all around all the edges and everything, got it ready to reseal, and then it's been sitting for like weeks now, and it's still moist caulk. I mean, it's still, not caulk, but silicone. Yeah, Dank, that's a really good idea to use the crack tanks glass as lids. I might definitely do that. That'll be good for my 10 gallons, because the wild caught fancy guppies that I got, they like to jump out of the tank, which is not cool at all, obviously. Alright, so now I'm going along the bottom of here, and I'm just getting out this corner right here. But earlier when the helicopter flew over, I am kind of thankful that flew over, because that was a helicopter from the National Guard station. That is, well, it's National Guard or it's an Army station, but there's a National Guard station within, I don't know, about half an hour of me, and there is an Army base within about 45 minutes to an hour of me. So I'm very thankful for what they do. I'm thankful that they're watching over us and that they're training and getting ready to take out any, enemies, foreign or domestic. So I appreciate what they're doing. I appreciate their sacrifices. I appreciate their families and their family sacrifices. So hearing a helicopter, a military plane is a welcomed sound. As long as it's for training, because I don't want them to be in harm's way, but I know that that's what they signed up for, so I definitely respect that a lot. So, ridiculous fish. Yeah, it was a bad batch of caulk. So let me look at this. So, see here, ridiculous fish. Yeah, it was a bad batch of caulk. It wasn't cut with the right stuff. So Chaz said, I would remove the bottom of the tank and use a mesh bottom and try to. Yeah, I've been Yeah, I saw that, Chaz, and I also saw his mesh things that he made and just putting them on the bottom. It's a pretty cool idea, though. I might think about doing that later on. It's a pretty cool idea. David, to answer your question, my favorite, um, my favorite setup for 29 gallon is actually inspired by this guy that used to live on my hall back in college. His name was Shane. And Shane was kind of a rebel a little bit, but I mean a fish tank rebel. But he was smart because back in college, the rule was that you couldn't have larger than a 10-gallon aquarium in your dorm room, and you could only have fish in there. Like no other, like you couldn't have snakes or whatever. Well, Shane was really smart and he knew people well enough, and he realized that, hey, most people don't realize that this is a 10-gallon. Whenever people hear of a 10-gallon, they try to picture 10 gallons of milk in here. So they picture, oh yeah, 10 gallons would fit in here. This is a 10-gallon. So he had a 10-gallon here. What he had, and what I like, is to have cories on the bottom. Albino cories are about 6 or so. 6 cories at least, because that's a nice size for them. I mean, more would be great, but about this level of the water channel to have like some German blue rams. This level, probably either some of my really nice guppies that I have, because I have lots of them. And up in the top, hatchet fish. But with the hatchet fish, obviously got to have a lid on that because they are crazy spazzes who like to jump out. So that's my plan, Dave, is to, for this 30-gallon or 29-gallon. DPK, that is a pretty crazy plan there. If I had planes flying over while filming, I'd drop a parachute with fish stuff I got as an unboxing video. That would be a really cool video. It'll probably go viral, or I know I'd watch it. Yeah, Chaz, whenever you hear Coke or Culk, you think of Macaulay Culkin. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Home Alone, The Good Son. That was a creepy movie. The Good Son, My Girl, when he died in it because he got stung by the bees, and like all the girls cried when he died. It's like, oh, I've already done that one, so let me do this one here. It's like, what is he doing now? Welcome back, Luke, by the way. Although, it's probably time for bed. Alright, got this corner, this bottom corner down here done, bottom edge corner, whatever, done. Alright, I'll get this back corner done now. Check the... Yeah, Luke, I was telling everyone when you left to go check out your channel and subscribe to you, because you got some fish content on there, but you'll be putting some more, hopefully. I think I'll turn it around so I'm not reaching. I need to be careful with that one. You'll like my work table I have here. This is a picnic table I got at a yard sale last spring. I haggled for this and this other side table. I pretty much got the side table for free. Chaz, I'm sorry to hear that your ex is giving you a hard time. That's not cool. Alright, now I'm backwards. I forget which one I was doing. I guess it's this one and then this one over here now. Oh, this is some old silicone here. This is definitely needed to be redone. But so the tip is that you redo silicone, you reseal tanks with silicone every 5 to 6 years, or if it has sat outside for a winter, a freezing winter, and then thawed. And this tank has been in my unconditioned, whatever, unheated shed for 3 years, 4 years now. And so it was definitely time to reseal it, because this silicone was definitely done. Alright, so here's a nice long piece coming out here, like that, like one nice and long like that. Oh, that's a lovely sound. Nine people watching. Thank you all for stopping by. It means a lot. That y'all are taking time out of your night to come watch me just take out some old silicone and put some new silicone in. It means a lot to me to hang out. Let me know in the chat if anyone else goes live. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, because this is probably my longest stream I've ever had. This one hasn't really been taken out at all here. But I don't think anyone's supposed to be going live tonight. I think Roma was saying he might be going live in like maybe 30 to 45 minutes. But he wasn't sure. That's what he was saying last night. In what was that? Bob's stream, I think. Gosh, this one is really in there. Come on. Check the comments here or anything. Yeah, King Lee, that's pretty cool. A new fish store just opened up near you. Specializes in beta, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Chaz is obviously going crazy over that one there. Yeah, ridiculous. That funnel web spider would definitely take care of a lot of problems and then probably cause a few more problems after that. Yeah, Chaz, I'm sorry you're going through all that stuff right now. That's just not a cool time. I'm really sorry to hear that. So, my plan for the other 30 gallon, I really don't even know yet. So, what do y'all think I should put in there? I was thinking maybe some, what's it, Apistogrammus cockatoides. I think I said it correctly. The cockatoo apistos, that might be cool to put in there, I think. I've never Never had them before. That would be a new fish for me, and they're really, really pretty. It's just one thought. So I really want to get. I have a 55-gallon up in my shed that needs to once again be resealed. I really want to get that down and get that set up, and then in that one I want to put some Xyphosphorus Montezuma, or the Montezuma swordtail from Select Aquatics. I'm on his waiting list. I've been wanting those for probably 10-12 years now, and I just finally like you know what, tired of talking about it. I'm just gonna whatever the phrase is, just gonna buckle down or whatever and order them. So I think in a longer tank, like a 55-gallon, it'll give them plenty of chance for their tails to grow out to the right length. Because I don't know if you've ever seen a Montezuma swordtail, but their swords are like super long. They can get up, I think, to like 9 inches long. 5 inches is the average size. So I've been wanting those. I first saw them in like Tropical Fish Hobbyist magazine like 12 years ago. I was probably on my lunch break when I used to work at the daycare. So on my lunch break, probably just came from like the bookstore, just picked up a new issue of Tropical Fish Hobbyist magazine. Went and got some Taco Bell, some Mountain Dew, of course, and oh, that was not cool. That one corner, and read that article and was like, oh, I want those so bad. What's not cool though is that they are endangered in the wild, possibly extinct in the wild. I have raised some extinct in the wild fish before, and then I had to find them new homes because I had to take down my aquariums. I think I was like in the middle of moving or something, and my classroom something was going on with it over the summer. I forget what it was, so I had to find new homes for them. So I know I had the Amica Splendens. Yeah, Chaz, I've never thought about jewel cichlids until I watched your videos on them. I think that'd be a great idea. 6 juvenile jewel cichlids, so you get a pair, breed them like rabbits, and you can make a lot of money. If I get my export license, I'll be exporting jewel cichlids and paradise fish. Yeah, Chaz, that'd be awesome if you could do that. Ridiculous fish. I don't understand what you're asking. Can you out Chaz in that tank? Can I put Chaz in that tank? I think that's what you're saying, because that would be pretty funny. That would be pretty cool to have him in there. Yeah, Chaz, I've been thinking about jewel cichlids as well. Let's make sure I didn't miss any chats there. Hey, Eamon, thank you for stopping by. I haven't seen you since last night in a live stream, I think, probably. But yeah, Chaz, I'm kind of stuck between jewel cichlids and apistos. But ever since I saw yours, Chaz, I have kind of thought it'd be like, that would be a pretty cool fish too. So, alright, so what I'm doing right now, I'm just going through and making sure I got all the extra silicone, and I have a few spots that I need to get, like this back corner over here and then this corner, and then I think I'm done. I just gotta clean it up, and then I'll put some silicone, and then we'll be done. And we'll just wait 24 hours, and I will not be streaming for 24 hours, obviously. YouTube would not allow that, and you all would go bored out of your minds. Ridiculous fish. That that gets into the realm of I don't even know. I don't even know what that gets into. Oh, this one once again. I think I might get the caulk tool here. Just again, use the metal parts. Be careful with it, not to shove it too hard, because that might be what caused my glass to break. So let's try this. And there we go. Came right out. It's right there. Came right out. That was the piece I was stuck on. I love it when that goes that smoothly. Oh, this one's going really nice. So today after school, went and picked up my daughter from the babysitter. And babysitter sent me a video of her saying to all the boys have to listen to girls, boys have to listen to girls. So that I'm gonna have my hands full with that one there. But anyways, and then came home. I actually had to go to the store really quick to get something. Came home and had to cut the grass, the backyard. I just got the backyard done. Oh, Chaz, I would so do that, but I don't have a tank ready for them yet. And I definitely want to have a fully cycled tank ready for them, because I've never kept them before, and because I'll be ordering them online. I would definitely want to have a cycle tank. But I will definitely check it out and see like how much I should save up. You might see if my local fish store has it, or if they can get it easily. So if they can get it easily, and I'm not really in a rush right now to get those, then I might order them from them and see how often they get them. And then I need to go back in there anyways. I will not be going this weekend because it's like my local fish store is like right across from the NASCAR racetrack, and there's a NASCAR race this weekend. So I will not be going there this weekend because that's just absolute chaos going to that area. Stressed. Oh, Dave, got a tooth infection? That is not fun. I can't imagine what that's like. I got the good genes for good teeth. I've had a toothache, whatever. I've had this one tooth I have that was messed up when it was coming in, and I was like 18 months old or whatever, 2 years old. Had a really high fever. It messed up the development of that tooth, and that's the only tooth that I have that has any problems. Had to get a filling in it and get that filling replaced a few times, and it's just, I mean, can't imagine a tooth infection. I mean, sorry man, it's horrible. Alright, I think I'm done with all the silicone. No, forgot. I think just got a little bit down here. This corner is hiding from me. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to move all of the, so let's see, where's my broom and dustpan? Yeah, I might go and get that so I can clean this up, wipe it down with a paper towel just to get the little silicone crummies out of here. But I will go in just a minute to go get a broom and dustpan and clean this up, and then I'll silicone it, go around, smooth up the corners, and then I will be done. Making sure I got. Just want to make sure I'm not like talking too much and like missing stuff. This corner's looking like cloudy, and you want to get like all of it taken out. I've been going for an hour. This is like longest stream I've ever done. But there's another jet. That sounds like one of those like private jets kind of thing. One like that size. They're coming to pick me up actually. See here, I'm gonna come in this chat here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dave, that sounds horrible. So your front tooth never had tooth problems till last year. Now it's a domino effect. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, ridiculous fish. You're right. It's called take a pair of pliers and just pull them out probably, and just go around gumming everything. Oh, yeah, Chaz. I used to be an impulsive fish buyer. Now I have to like plan everything. Until that student told me about those those guppies in the wild. Then I obviously had to go save those, so that was kind of an impulse. I wasn't really completely ready for them, but I had to kind of make myself be ready for them because that's just not cool that they're out there in the wild. Dave, that sounds rough. All that stuff that Jones got to do. That's probably a good point. King lead start with tail type and color. Chaz, I can pretty easily answer that question. I'm not really like, I don't have like very broad taste in betas. I like that, like the color blue in your icon, Chaz, is like, that's the color blue I like in betas. That's the color blue I like, period. So and then I really like that color, and like any kind of like bold contrasting color with those two. Oh, what the heck is that? Just a bug trying to stop by for a live stream here. I want to be on camera. Like it's crazy. But anyways, I like the placat. Is a placat, however you say it. That was a huge beetle. And that wasp right there is like, it just moved. It's moving now. I'm not really worried about that wasp. That beetle's huge. I mean, Chad is probably not as big as that moth he punched in the face the other night. Yeah, Chaz, my favorite beta though be that color with like contrasting colors like blue and black, whatever, blue and white, blue, you know, whatever blue and whatever contrast would just look cool in a placket. I love like the tough muscular look, muscular in a fish, whatever, of a placat, however you pronounce it, beta fish. I don't like all the fancy finnage and stuff. I don't like fancy finnage in guppies. I'm a big person that's form. I mean, that's function over form. And if a fish's fins gets in its way of swimming, I don't like it. I mean, a fish's entire purpose and its entire everything is to swim. So if its pretty tail makes it not be able to swim, then I have a problem with that. So just my personal soapbox, I guess you would say. Yeah, DPK, my wife, is also allergic to wasps. She got stung by one 5 or 6 years ago and had to go in the hospital. She got like cellulitis around it, and then they gave her like steroids, and that caused her to be like up late at night, like cleaning her house and stuff. And she loved getting her house clean, but so she apparently has an allergy now to wasps. So I have like I don't usually believe in killing bugs, but for the sake of happy wife, happy life, I have quite a few cans of wasp spray, so I'll be using it on that one probably after I end this stream. Because yeah, I'm not afraid of wasps. I mean, for the most part, if you leave them alone, they're for the most part gonna leave you alone. When I was cutting my grass in the backyard today, I have a bunch of areas that have clover growing in them, and and bees love clover, so I actually tried to mow around as much of the clover as I could because of the bee population is decreasing so much. So I want to help them out because last summer, or last spring actually, a neighbor found a wild honeybee hive in between our two houses. And I know there's honeybees nearby because I see them landing on the clover every summer. So this year I'm going to try and increase the number or the amount of clover that I give to them. So I think I'm just going to get this stuff out for the most part with my hand, and then I will go do some detail cleaning later on after it cures. But I got all the stuff away from the edges so that when I do put the silicone down, it will not be, oh, I missed a spot there. It's a really good idea to test. Feel it with your finger. So that area looks like it has silicone, but it doesn't. And this area doesn't look like it has it, and it does. The caulk tool here. Surface spray, yeah, I use the wasp. It's a wasp and hornet killer. It comes in a 2-pack at Walmart. I forget how many 2-packs I bought of that, but it works. I just spray it on them, and within a few minutes they're dead, and then my wife will actually come out of the house. So yeah, I'm not really afraid of I mean, I don't like grubworms. Those really creep me out a little bit. I mean, I'm not afraid of them, but they're just weird. It's so weird looking. Today I was talking to my students about medical use maggots, actually, and I definitely bothered quite a few students telling them about that. And then I was telling them about medical use leeches, and that was bothering quite a few of them too. But that's part of the fun of the job. Alright, I'm gonna go through this way really quick. I'll be right back. Alright, so y'all should really see my setup here. Yeah, Dave, I'd really love it if you. I'd love it if everyone would quit smoking. Smoking is just, I mean, I know you. Uh, I know that you know that smoking is just horrible and bad for you and everything. I know it's a horrible addiction. I mean, I've never smoked, um, but I really wish that like everyone could quit smoking. I mean, it's just a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. It really bothers me. Like I have like great aunts and stuff that have died from like emphysema and stuff, and then at their funeral, my cousins were smoking. I'm like, are you stupid? Come on. So anyway, I'll get off of that soapbox, but y'all should see my setup here. Um, but I'll explain my setup here, what I've got, how my filming setup here. So I've got my phone hanging on a lamp stand that's hanging on this pretty thick gauge wire. So you see it kind of bounce a little bit. That's because the wire is attached to the lamp stand, which is then plugged in to an extension cord, which is then running into my house in a bathroom plug. So lamp stand with two lights on it, with thick gauge wire, holding the phone, which is just hanging underneath of the lamp, plugged into extension cord, going into the bathroom with the door closed, luckily, so there aren't any bugs that get in tonight. But yeah, it's pretty rigged here. Jenna, welcome. Jenna, welcome to the stream. Sorry if you chatted earlier, I missed it, but you definitely didn't miss anything entertaining. It's just been taking out the silicone in the corners here, the old silicone that is, I can't see the inspection sticker, so I don't know how old it is, but I do know that it's been sitting in my shed for 4 years, and so it's been, you know, through winter and summer 4 times. So silicone has dry rotted, so it's definitely time to reseal it. Hey, Priscilla, your pictures on Instagram are really awesome, by the way. So good job there. I'm glad you like to see them. Hey, Dave, I have no room to talk. I mean, I have a really bad addiction to Mountain Dew. It's really bad. I gave it up last year for 65 days, and then I went back on it slowly, and then it just came back in. It's a really bad habit. Where did my silicone? Here it is. It's a really bad habit that I have, and whenever I quit drinking Mountain Dew, I lose like 4 pounds in the first week. So, and I could definitely go to, you know, stop drinking quite a few Mountain Dews. So, anyways, so what was I gonna say? I'm gonna say something on this live stream. I forget. I think I was talking about. I don't know. Well, let's go ahead and silicone this up, and then we'll be done. Then I'll end chat for a little bit. I'll let the yeah, Eamon, you're right. It's definitely a bad habit of mine is drinking the Mountain Dew, but I know it's just horrible for me. I mean, all the sugar in it and stuff. And all right, I'm gonna stop talking and seal this up here. that's a mess up. That's a horrible mess up right there. Oh, that looks horrible. Oh well. I'll fix it. This one's gonna be a little bit messier than my last one. It's just so much more. It's much bigger. Alright. Did I get every corner? Yes, I did. Alright, so go ahead and oh, there's an owl if y'all hear that. It's pretty cool. I haven't heard an owl around this area in a while. Did y'all hear the owl? Oh, fish in the corner. Alright, let's see here. My gosh, that's a loud owl. Fish in the corner, this is just... one of those is not an owl. And this is just all-purpose silicone. It is, the key thing is to not get the stuff that has mold resistance in it, because that will harm your fish. Oh, that's a bubble. I gotta fix that one. Go back over that. There we go. That's fixed. What the heck was that? Oh, that's vinegar smell. It's already starting to cure a little bit. Alright, and I'm done. Alright, let me put this aside here. Paper towel, clean up the silicone on my finger. That's not too bad though. That, I mean, this is probably about the third or fourth aquarium I've resealed. So definitely not an expert, just I found that it's important to put a moderate amount of silicone on rather than like too much, because then too much just globs on there. I know that a lot of people will line the edges with masking tape or painter's tape, but I find that's a lot for looks, and I don't really care about the looks too much. I mean, when it's all said and done, this is filled with fish and stuff. No one's going to notice the corners. I'll just put like the worst corner in the back, and then just like, I think I was saying earlier, just fill it with some jungle Val. This is what I'll do. So let me clean up my mess here, and then I'll head inside and finish up the live stream here. But let's see here, got my tool in here. I'll be right back again. We'll throw this away. I'll clean up after I end the live stream here. Alright, so just let it sit out here and cure for 24 hours. And tomorrow I will start water testing it, see if there's any leaks. And alright, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to go ahead and get the phone out. And I'll go in the other room. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. Alright, bear with me, guys, here. So, alright. Sorry, the stream just got worse. Now you gotta see my face. Well, I guess while I got you here, I can show you how I had this set up. So you can see how rigged it was. But there's the lamp. There's the wire that the phone was hanging on. And then there's obviously the cord going inside that I'm about to go unplug right now. Well, I have 15 watching. That's a record for me. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Taking time out of your night to come watch me reseal an aquarium. I appreciate it. Just unplug this. It's a pretty cool light there. Clean that up after the stream. Alright, there we go. I feel like I'm watching that Janet Jackson video from the early 2000s. I think it's called We Go Deep. And we don't get no sleep. Sleeping up all night until the early light. Yeah. I won't quit teaching and start singing. Alright, what's going on with the connection here? Alright, let's try and get this set up. Y'all should see this setup and how rigged I have this. This is pretty awesome too. There we go. Oh, gotta be careful with it. I think I have the camera the wrong way, but anyways, I'm back. Hey Susan, thank you for stopping by. Is everyone see everything all right? Because it's doing some buffering on my end, I think. Thanks, Eamon. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Can everyone see me? Okay, it's coming back now. Let me go click on the live here. Alright, so let me go back and check. Alright, there we go. I think we're good now. Go back and check where I left off on the chat here. Smell my finger. Yeah, my finger was pretty smelly. It smelled like the silicone, which smells like vinegar. I missed a lot of chat. This is the first time I've ever missed chat this much. This makes me feel like I'm kind of a big deal. Sorry I missed this much. So, yeah, that's where I left off. Let's see here. I showed the silicone. It's just the GE general purpose 100% silicone that does not have the mold resistant thing, because the mold resistant thing will kill a fish. Dank tanks, I do put it on, I think moderately thick, thick enough to where it can be spread around really easily, and but not too thick towards like covering my finger and just like dripping off of there. That's just really gross when it does like that. Yeah, Chaz, look forward to the betas that you produce there. Look forward to those videos. Yeah, Priscilla, you were right. I needed to stop talking and start to working with the silicone, because that stuff starts to cure quickly if it's good stuff, which that one is good. That's a good batch. I'll bring it inside after the stream. Yeah, the owl, that was crazy. And then like right after it, I think my neighbors back behind me were doing this. I think they were doing a squirrel call, because I've got one too. It's up there somewhere. Here it is. They were doing like, who actually has this right above them? They're doing like this kind of thing. I'm doing that. It's gonna drive my dog crazy. But let me close the door so I don't wake my daughter up. Yeah, I just pulled out a squirrel call. Who does that? Go the owl. Is that a monkey? No, it wasn't a monkey. It was my neighbors playing with. I'm pretty sure it was a squirrel call. Dave, I live in near Richmond, Virginia, and you hear a lot of spring peepers, which is a frog around here, and you'll start to hear crickets later on, especially when I start telling jokes, and you hear a lot more crickets. Yeah, I love the sound of the woods around me. There's houses around me still. Like, my neighbors are really close. I felt bad for them they're close enough that they could probably hear my stream going on. My live stream, I don't have an outdoor pond. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see here. Mark Chaz has a monkey. Sweet. Oh, so Fish in the Corner, a tube of silicone. It's less than $10. $6-7 Dank tanks. You're right. That is about how much it costs. You were laughing at the background noises, Eamon. Yeah, they were pretty crazy, and I was wondering. I don't even know what my neighbors back. I've never met them before. I mean, they're probably pretty cool people. They have this car they work on sometimes, and I've never heard them make those noises before. That was weird. Yeah, Dank, that vinegar smell is just so strong. I actually do love the smell of vinegar a little bit. But that's just so strong. It hits the back of the nostrils. It kind of 60% of the time works every time. Thank you, Luke, for stopping by once again. Thank you for watching my videos. How often should you reseal it, Fish in the Corner? About every 5 to 6 years, or if it sits outside for a winter and then a summer. So if it like freezes and then thaws, then it's gonna get dry rot. Hey, Mark's Arc, thank you for stopping by. Ever tried doing it with epoxy? I haven't ever tried that. I mean, I'm pretty sure epoxy works on a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if it works on glass. Hey, Susan, thank you for stopping by tonight. I finally put the duckweed in one of my tanks today. I'm going to try and keep it as controlled as possible. So I'm going to put it in that one so that it expands in that tank, and then just put it into other tanks very, very carefully, and probably just keep one designated net for that tank so I don't spread the duckweed like how I know it. I've had duckweed before, and then Chaz, once it spreads in that tank, I will do the duckweed challenge. And my dad will also said last night, I was telling him about it, he sounded pretty interested. Yeah, ridiculous fish. I gave you mod power, so you have a little bit of power there. Ridiculous is winter here, Chaz. That stinks. I'm sorry you're going into winter, Chaz, but we're finally moving into spring. It's warming up. The rain finally, it's been raining for like 4 days straight here. That was not cool. Did I freeze up here? What's going on here? It's just weird. Gosh, this thing keeps on going. Yeah, ridiculous fish. I don't know. It could have been Chaz like creeping in the background. Then like the squirrel call was like behind the camera, and then there was other noise like someone was walking nearby, like right behind me. Oh, so it's not vinegar. It just smells like vinegar, Mark Shark. I mean, I don't think it's actually vinegar, but it does smell like vinegar. Um, if you use, okay, Fish in the Corner says, tip, if you use a python after you're done, put vinegar through it and it will kill all the bacteria and clean it out. That's allowing you to store it and not get, I'm definitely going to have to do that, Fish in the Corner, because my water change tube, I guess you would say, is definitely needs to be cleaned out. Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea to put a power head to it. I've seen that before. It's a pretty nice idea. I resealed a tank and honestly almost got overpowered by it. Yeah, it's a pretty strong smell, like when you stick your face right in the fish tank, and just like like the smell just like hits you right in the face, just like Chaz punched the moth in the face last night, 2 nights ago. Epoxy would be hard. Silicone's rubber and expand to shrink a little bit, right? It's gonna be, oh geez, Fish in the Corner 125 in the next month. That is pretty hot. Earlier this morning, my one of my classes was learning about different biomes and environments, and one group was assigned deserts, and they asked, one student never realized that there's deserts in the U.S. And this one kid said, have you heard of Arizona? It's like, yeah, there are definitely deserts in the U.S. I've never been to a desert. It's like on my bucket list to go to a desert in the U.S. I've just never experienced that. I live in Virginia, and it's like super humid here. Like, it's kind of actually moist outside right now. It's still pretty humid. It's still pretty humid, everything out there. Oh geez, did I create a monster by giving a ridiculous fish mod powers? That's kind of scary, I think. But hey, hey Nisi, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for posting this on the Facebook group. And once again, thank you, Nisi, for the sunset pictures. And no worries about being late on them or whatever, or missing them. I still like them because luckily it's been cloudy, so you can't even tell that the sun has already gone down. But it is really cool to see the sunset there in Alaska. For some reason, we get no rain here, and humidity is close to zero. Yeah, it's we've been getting 4 days straight of rain, but it's like the first time it's really rained all month, so we definitely needed it. And it's also really what's what I'm looking for? I just forgot what I was saying. Oh, it's also really good because it's filling up my rain barrels, which then I can use to fill up my 5-gallon buckets, which I'll be putting my guppies in this summer. I'll be putting one female guppy in each 5-gallon bucket. I've got some green water already going. Welcome, Annalise, to the chat. And anyways, I've got some green water going in a Rubbermaid tub. I've got some green water going in a 7-gallon bucket. So I'll be ready for some fish keeping over the summer. And Thank you for stopping by, Chaz, and once again, thank you for the watermark, the logo that you made me. It's really awesome. I do really appreciate it. Oh, whatever. I'll give Nisi mod powers too. In fact, here, do that right now. Now I know how to do it. Add moderator. Done. All right. So Nisi's now a moderator. So now, what kind of trouble did I just cause? Hey, Anakin, thank you for stopping by. Welcome being for your first time. I really do appreciate it. But Chaz, have a good night. I'll be seeing you later, I'm sure. And I will be eventually figuring out how to do the Google Hangouts on a live stream so I can actually have more people than just me talking, because that just causes a lot of problems when you just let me talk freely about whatever I want. What kind of stuff you see in the background? You seeing my old chair and an exercise ball. Okay, whatever. And that shelf that I put up, or that shelf right there that I put up 2 weeks ago. It was actually easier than I thought it would be to put that up. But hey, Sashimi Whiskey. Hey Jimmy. Thank you for stopping by. It's really to document the light in Alaska. Yeah, it is. It is pretty cool. Ridiculous. I'm really not. I'm not too scared of Nisi being a mod that I know of. But Jimmy, thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. 17. This is like a new record. I don't know what my max has been so far all night. Let's see. What was my max? 17 is my max. This is a new record for me. I'm really. This is me excited. By the way, I'm very monotone. So. Okie Rogue, thank you for stopping by. I don't think I've ever seen you in one of my streams, so welcome. I'll probably be ending it pretty soon because this is over an hour and a half long, and that's the longest, way longer than I've ever been. But yeah, it's really scary to let me just talk freely and have all the talking power. I kind of do need to be controlled a little bit with the talking, because then it'll just get out of hand. Like it'll go an hour and a half, like I'm going right now, and then, but yes, once I figure out the Google Hangouts thing and how to stream with Google Hangouts, then I will definitely be trying that out. And that probably would have been a lot better to do tonight, so people could be. I will. I just got a new follower on Instagram. Sorry, I really can't focus sometimes. Squirrel. Let's see. Google Hangouts. Oh, that would have been a lot better to do tonight in this stream, to have people hanging out, chatting, and then just having me, popping in and chatting every once in a while I was resealing it and everything. That would have been a lot cooler, I think. 8 hours. Yeah, right. I'm not Corey. That, and I mean, it is a school night. I got to go to bed soon, Mark. But to answer your question, Fish in the Corner, I think we joke about frying an egg on the asphalt here. It does get pretty hot. I think the hottest I remember getting is like 100 and something, under 110. It's just so humid here. It feels hotter, I think, is what I've always heard. Like literally I can take a shower, get dried off and everything, get dressed, and immediately go outside and just like immediately start sweating. It's just so gross here. It's so humid. And I know it's even worse in Florida where Dave lives. So I just can't even think about that. Nisi, you have white cloud eggs. That would be really cool to see that. Definitely get some pics or some videos of that. Yeah, thanks VSAG for the support. I really appreciate it. You're definitely a strong part of this community, as is DPK. Like all the stuff that you're doing. I really appreciate all the comments and everything, and I try to return the comments as much as possible. Amen. Norik, you did great. You did just fine. It was very informative, fun. You sealed the tank and stayed involved in chat. There's no way I could have multitask like that well. Well, Amen. Being a teacher, I think it's kind of important to be able to do that. because having up to 30 students in a classroom and different conversations, and then thinking about what I'm going to talk about next and trying to like get all this stuff taken care of. So yeah, it really wasn't really difficult for me to be able to keep up with the chat and talk and put the silicone on. They're in an unlit tannin riddled tank at the moment. Oh, that would be pretty dark, Nisi. So a lot of the time, a lower amount of people complaining can outweigh majority says nothing. Thank you, Fish in the Corner, for all the support. I really do appreciate it. It's nice to have some feedback. If y'all want to give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I appreciate it either way. Just like what Corey and Bob say, if you got a thumbs down, just give me a comment and give me some feedback. I really didn't plan on going this long. I will be ending it here pretty soon. Ending the stream here pretty soon. Yeah, I'm getting low battery too. Let me close that up. Go away. Yeah, I just really have fun with this. I don't really want to stream every night. I'm not like addicted to streaming, like some people that will remain nameless. Sergeant Tank. Definitely, although I do like watching your streams though, Sergeant. It's nice. Definitely gives some really good deep thoughts to think about, like last night with the natural ecosystem setups. Definitely gave me a lot of thinking to do. I really did appreciate that last night. Captain Savage, like there for a while, was streaming like every day, and then haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's doing all right. Hope everything's going all right with him, and hope life is going as smooth as possible for him. So I do miss seeing him around. Ridiculous Fish, what's this drama? Fine, I will go away. I don't know why I need to go away. I mean, what, it's in the morning there, so your day's just getting going. Thank you, Susan. Everybody, click that like. I really do appreciate. I really just get excited seeing the number of views and stuff, and I really got excited recently when I looked yesterday that my average viewer time went up from 48 seconds to like a minute and 52 seconds. And I think that's because of live streams that people have been watching longer. It gives them much more to see. Fish in the Corner, thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. I really do appreciate you taking some time out of your night to stop by here. Appreciate all your questions. Appreciate all your sharing life in Arizona. So thank you very much. So have a good night. TPK, thank you for letting me know that I really wish everyone could just have a nice, easy life, but that's just not the way life goes, though. Jenna, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Once again, taking time out of your night to come watch me seal up some fish tanks. I know that's probably not top of the list of most fun things ever to do, but I do appreciate you stopping by. I feel like I got a lot accomplished tonight, and you all kind of kept me motivated to keep me focused on it. Oh, yeah, I was talking to my Ridiculous Fish. I was talking to my low battery warning thing. I was saying go away as well as pointing at. So, but yeah, I really appreciate you all being by here tonight. Annalise, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate you all being here. 18, new record, because it helped me to focus, believe it or not, even though I just 18. It helped me to get a lot done because I knew that I had to finish this night. Because I was like, got to get it done, got to do it on the live stream. And I've been actually thinking about doing this as a live stream for a while now, probably about 3 or 4 weeks. And I finally found a nice window when no one else was live streaming. And thank you, Nisi, for last night on a live stream telling everyone that there wasn't anybody live streaming tonight. So that's the perfect window. I had the tanks actually sitting out on my side porch. I got them out last night, and so it was just like everything lined up, so I was able to get them resealed and and hopefully I'll get them water tested tomorrow night. And Mark, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Susan, for the support. I appreciate all the thumbs up there and the words of encouragement. You're right, DPK Fish Fam Love is a great gift in this hobby. It is, like I was saying last night on Sergeant Tank's chat, how I was thinking the other day how it's just so cool that we live in a world now where live in a world where we can just completely get immediate feedback on what we're doing right or what we're doing wrong. And I can chat with people like the Fish Nerd or whatever, or Corey, or not Corey, but I'll explain why that meant. And like LR Brett's, that I can order like some of the fish and shrimp, whatever that they have and that they raise, and I can talk directly to the breeder. Corey doesn't ship live fish, that's why I say that. But and like the Fish Nerd just opened up his own store. I think it's fishnerdstore.com. I'll put a link to that below in the comments. Everybody still watching this in the recorded stream, thank you. I'm impressed. I don't think I could focus this long for an hour and a half of a recorded stream unless I played it while I was like getting ready or something, or doing some yard work. It's beautiful fishing people together, incredible experience, learning from each other in general. I'm very grateful for meeting everyone. All you made it. Yes, amen to that, DPK. Definitely amen to that. That actually deserves a mod power, so I'm just going to go ahead and give you that right now. Actually, this might just turn into like a mod wall here pretty soon. But I mean, I don't really need mods, but I mean, maybe one day when I get like 20 viewers on here at a time, then I might, need a few more mods. I do appreciate, I saw that there were 2 comments that were removed or retracted, so thank you to my mods out there for doing that, in case there was anything inappropriate, because as we know, we do have some younger fish keepers out there. Abby, we have the Fish Life, we have him. Cool Luke is a young fish keeper, so we do have to watch what we see out there. But anyways, back to what I was saying, I'll probably end it on this, is that it's just so, I love the Fish Fam community, how we come from different things. Like, I'm a teacher, Dave is a chef, we have ex-military people. Dion is ex-military, ex-Marine actually, and he's a teacher right now. Shishimi Whiskey, works for Corey. I'm sure he does other stuff too. I mean, Chaz is in school for marketing and is currently a student, and trying to start making some profit off the hobby, which is just awesome. I mean, it's just so neat that people come from just so many jobs and so many what was I saying? So many just different areas of the world, even, that we all come together on one thing, which is putting life and water in a box in our houses. And that's not all it is. It's also like you learn about electricity, because electricity and water obviously don't mix. Plumbing, biology. I love the biology. So I just love this. And I mean, I completely own my nerdiness, and I hope that teaches people out there that are getting bullied that if you own who you are, then that really will help you out a lot. I'll get into that. That's for a different stream. But yeah, I haven't seen Skittles in a while in a chat, Eamon. But all right, I'm gonna end this in this chat in like 5 minutes. So just want to give everyone like a 5-minute warning, because it's been going on for. I'll just make it an even 2 hours. Let's just do that. See, what is it? Why is it not showing a full stream? Is it 150 right now? Yeah, I'll give it a full 2 hours. Just because, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit of, I don't know, just detail. I'm not a very detail-oriented person, but Yeah, I love sharing with my students and completely just claiming and owning the fact that I'm a fish nerd. A lot of people don't understand that. My wife makes fun of me. It's funny. She actually came into my classroom today at the very end of the day when it was time to go home, and came to get me to go home, and she was like, "How did I know I'd find you with your arm in your fish tank?" And of course, I was trying to readjust my filters because like the airflow wasn't just right from the air pump. I think I need to upgrade the air pump. I don't think I have too many gallons filtered right now with that one little air pump going. So anyway, she walked in and she's like, "You're such a nerd." I'm like, "You married me." That's what I say all the time. But yeah, I own my nerdiness. I take it as a compliment when someone calls me a fish nerd or a nerd or a geek. I mean, that explains my channel name. That's why I did that. It's like showing people, hey, take ownership of who you are. Like, you might get picked on for it, but that might just be because people are jealous. Nisi, how many people are you cooking for? What grade do I teach? I mean, I actually teach just middle school in general. I teach 6th grade science for the most part. I teach, this year I do teach life science, which is a 7th grade science. I do teach a block of that. And I also teach environmental science. So, who was it saying that? Yeah, DPK, you would say fish keeping teaches so many things from conservation to responsibility. And that's also why I like it so much, because I can talk about my fish tanks during my environmental science class, especially because I went and just saved those, or got those fancy guppies that someone dumped, and that's just not cool. That's irresponsible and churlish. And yeah, Nisi, everyone always says that you're like cooking for them and stuff, and you're like probably the furthest away in the U.S. that anyone in these Fish Fam Talks chats. Yeah, Island Queen, welcome back. I'll be ending it in the stream, and I think for some reason my computer won't go up full stream, but I'm pretty sure it's been going for an hour and 55 minutes, so I'll go and end it in 5 minutes. Ridiculous Fish, my ex-girlfriend said to me, "You and your ridiculous fish adventures." Yeah, my wife she understands it. She don't understand it, actually. Let me just take that back. She accepts it and she tolerates it as long as I don't spend too much money, and that's why I was resealing some old tanks. I know that a 10-gallon right now is only $14 or $15, and I could wait for the $1 a gallon sale and get it for even cheaper. But if I have it sitting there in my driveway, or I have it sitting in my shed, which is actually right out that direction over there, is why I'm pointing over there, then why not? I mean, yeah, it's $14, which my time is worth more than $14 an hour. But I enjoy the DIY, I enjoy the conservation, I enjoy the repurposing things, I enjoy reusing things. I enjoyed coming on this stream tonight and teaching people how to do it. DPK, thank you for the appreciation. Says, thank you for guiding the next generation and showing them humbleness, positive vibrations, for teaching them the science side of everything, an instrument for others, and that. That's very hard. I really do enjoy my job. The way I see it, I get paid for all the meetings and paperwork and stuff that I do, and I teach for free because I really do enjoy teaching. I enjoy the crazy things that the kids say. Because the things that they say are just, they're just great sometimes. You should just hear some of the things that they say. You're right, ridiculous fish. Ridiculous people are heroes. Thank you, DBK. That means a lot. I really have loved it recently, ever since I found the Fish Fam community, how my students have actually it's like kind of helped to drive me more to focus on my fish tanks more and my fish and everything. And because of that, like the excitement I get out of it has been contagious. And more of my students are either A, want to get started in fish tanks, or B, want to restart their fish tanks that they had just laying around collecting dust, or C, they wanted to like, hey, let me go make my tank better. Or which even think is also pretty neat, and got to be careful with this, is it's getting them actually on YouTube and learning a lot more, tricks and stuff and tips about keeping fish safely. So, I really do appreciate you all giving me the motivation to actually inspire my students, because in years past, yeah, I've had fish tanks in my classroom, and I've had at one time I had two 29 gallons, a 55 gallon, and I think two 10 gallons set up. Because that means a lot. I really appreciate. You're one of the few teachers I actually like. You don't have me as a teacher. I don't have to give you grades. So, in Australia, they're so political and brainwashed. I'm sorry to hear that. Schools should not be political at all. Yeah, it really shouldn't be political. I try to avoid talking politics as much as I don't. I don't talk politics. I don't talk politics in life in general. I don't talk politics or sports. I don't watch sports, so I can't talk sports. I don't talk politics because it's just so heated right now. But anyways, I just want to. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that can't happen here. Ridiculous. The putting up political posters in the schools and us, that's just crazy. And Australia, that could not happen here. That could not happen here. All right, so about 2 more minutes, then I'll be ending the stream. 2 hours. I never thought I'd be going this long, but so yeah, I just want to thank y'all. Y'all actually inspire me to inspire the students to get into the fish hobby. So y'all really are actually helping a lot more than what you know. My students know about, I talk about a lot of you. Talk about Chaz being in Peru. That's, so many lessons I've talked about, like the equator and stuff like that, and high up in the mountains. I talked about Dave being in Florida near the equator once again. I'll be talking now about Fish in the Corner being in Arizona. Yeah, ridiculous fish. We don't have sports in the U.S. Talk about Susan. I've talked about you. My students were actually pretty excited when they saw that I got the duckweed in. They were pretty excited about that. So thank you again for that. Everybody. So there's always little tidbits here and there. I talked about Island Queen and your help that you gave me with the guppies when they were about to have fry. Susan, I definitely took your advice when that guppy had that parasite or bacteria in her. So, and on that note, that's right at 2 hours. So, thank you to everyone for stopping by. Thank you to everyone for chatting, for watching me reseal 2 aquariums, 39 gallons in total tonight. I will check them tomorrow, water test them tomorrow, but it's definitely time to end this. Hey Lucas, thank you for stopping by. I'm ending the stream right now, and I'm also getting a low battery warning at 10%, so it's time to go. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you Sashimi, Nisi for stopping by, Priscilla, Ridiculous Fish, Mark's Ark, Chaz's fish channel was here earlier. Susan from SLC Aquatics, V Stag, DPK Fish Aquariums, Ridiculous Fish Adventures. I might have already said some of you twice. Island Queen Aquariums, thank you. Mark's Ark, thank you. I know you're out of the stream now, but thank you for stopping by earlier. I got some new people in here tonight. Thank you, Jana, for stopping by. Just really King Lee, thank you for being here. So everyone, thank you for some. I just appreciate it so much. It's nice to have some fish nerds to chat to. I wish I had more fish nerds in my real life. So on that note, everyone have a good night. Keep it fishy, and I'll see you later.